I'm in the car, I'm driving back to work from lunch, and I just want to talk about, again, the fucking Iran war. This started again, in their own words. Iran, being they, were going to attack Israel, because Israel was going to attack them. So we preemptively retaliated on behalf of our quote-unquote greatest ally. This was always, no boots on the ground, no boots on the ground, no boots on the ground. We're going to go in, we're going to bomb the fuck out of them until they change the regime, and then we'll leave. Well, came out, I believe, 2 days ago, the Pentagon has begun drafting plans for a ground force invasion, because you cannot have a regime change without a ground force. You can't dismantle the levers of their government from the fucking sky only. Now, where do we even begin? The whole prospect of the people will rise up. Trump claims that he's doing this for the Iranian civilians, the people of Iran. Excuse me. It's total bullshit. And it's provable because just, I believe, yesterday he didn't tweet it, he Truth Socialed it, that if they don't open the Strait of Hormuz, he is going to start bombing their energy infrastructure. What does this mean? This means that the civilians, the people that fucking live there, well, say goodbye to electricity, say goodbye to water, say goodbye to everything that you need to live on a day-to-day basis. Does that really seem like he's doing it for the people? He's about to send Iran back to the fucking Stone Age, and you have, again, the self-identified MAGA-tards saying, we're doing this for freedom. Trump cares about the Iranians. That's why he's invading them. No, he's doing it for Israel. They're not going to open the Strait of Hormuz. He is going to bomb their energy infrastructure, and it will set that country back decades, if not centuries. Okay? It doesn't happen overnight that you build a fucking, a couple hundred power plants. It doesn't happen overnight that you just rebuild all this shit. Does it hurt the government? Yeah, sure. But the real victims will be the Iranian people. The whole idea that, they said it was a political uprising by the civilians. The civilians are standing up. Well, the reports are that it was completely masked, blacked out fucking people attacking government buildings with fully automatic weapons in a coordinated manner. Okay, that's not civilians. That's not the Mujahideen even. This is not even a civilian, funded by intelligence agencies uprising. That was special forces on the ground. Then they claim that Iranians are killing 40,000 people. At first it was 10,000, then it became 15,000. Overnight it became 35,000, and now they're claiming it's 40,000. The numbers are being disputed across the world. There's several news agencies that are questioning that. And this really should just illuminate that this is total bullshit. It's not a coincidence that for, 60 years, Israel's been lobbying the government of the United States to attack Iran. It's not a coincidence that for the past 40 years, Benjamin Netanyahu has been saying that they are days away from a nuclear weapon, days away from a nuclear weapon, days away from a nuclear weapon. Everything that's going on in this war is a complete farce. They're lying to the American public so that the American public doesn't call out Trump for even more, being even more of a dumbass than he's already making himself out to be. They have turned the United States military into an apparent paper tiger. They have, for the first time, had an F-35 get shot down. Our mask of supremacy has completely shattered. And, there's a lot of conflicting reports. They say it's the fog of war. We don't really know what's happening. But I've seen a lot of fucking videos of Israel getting fucking fucked up from their missiles. The Israeli, again, nuclear power plant, which, can we just talk about, if anyone is building nuclear weapons in secret and open secret, it's the Israeli government. I would like to see what the enrichment numbers on the Israeli government are, The only problem is the Israeli government has not agreed to any nuclear proliferation treaties. So they aren't even required. The only real substantive nuclear policies that I'm aware of from Israel is the Samson option, which says if our allies don't back us up, we bomb everyone in the world with nuclear weapons. We bomb our allies, we bomb our enemies. That to me sounds like terrorism. That to me sounds like the oppressive regime. The fact that I can't even remember what it's called, but they have a policy where so that they don't have to trade, 100 Palestinians for one IDF soldier, that they kill their own soldiers. That sounds like terrorism to me. And that's because it is. That's because it is evil, and they are full of shit. But I really want to stress to everyone out there, all the trust the planners, the 5D chess players, Trump is not doing this for the Iranian civilians. I worked with a guy from Iran. He was lucky enough to immigrate to the United States a few years ago. And I hate to say it, but he was buying that propaganda too. He was saying, and look, yes, the regime in Iran is bad. It doesn't matter though. I don't give a fuck, okay? We shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be there. It's totally fucking insane. And I also think it's insane that now all of a sudden Israel's calling an emergency UN meeting because they're using cluster fire missiles that break through our Iron Dome defenses. Iran, go fuck yourself. They shoot children in the back of the head. There's a quote from I believe it's a Red Cross worker who says you don't accidentally shoot children in the head twice with a sniper rifle. That's because the IDF was shooting children in the head twice to make sure that those fucking people are dead. All right? I've heard so much bullshit, and I get into fights on Instagram and in comment sections because they go, you're right wing, but you don't support Trump. Yeah, Trump's not right wing. Trump is not right wing. There's a new article from the AP. We're gonna dive into it more deeply tonight, but NPR. They're saying, oh, Trump's become more authoritarian recently. Trump, no, shut the fuck up. He's really not doing anything outside of the scope of what other governments have done. It's just being publicized more often now. And look, was Obama an authoritarian when he drone striked a wedding? Good question, man. Good fucking question. But again, my main point is Trump is not doing this for the Iranian population. Trump is doing this for the Jewish lobby in America and in Israel. He doesn't give a fuck about the Ayatollah's regime. He doesn't give a fuck about any of this shit. Just like the reports were that as soon as he came into office again, this most previous presidential cycle, what was the first thing he said? Can we get Maduro? Can we get Maduro? Can we get Maduro? Why did he want to get Maduro? It was to cut off another oil supply to his quote-unquote enemies. This whole fucking thing is such bullshit, and a lot of them are boomers. But there are a lot of young people that are buying this fucking slop. They're saying, we're heroes. We're saving the Iranian people from the terrorists. Look, the Iranian people hate terrorists too. Yes, their government is bad. We shouldn't be bombing them. We shouldn't be trying to force a regime change. We shouldn't be doing any of this shit. We're doing it on the behalf and the behest of the Israeli Zionist lobby. And this, I just want to drive this home. If he was doing this for the Iranian civilians, striking their energy grid would be off the table because the number one people affected by this will be their civilian populace.